If you pass all the memories in your brain. In the virtual world, you will be immortal. But it requires two conditions. One was to crush your head to ash. Or you had to let the living person charge you. Do you agree or disagree? Today I will review you a movie with such content. Upload was a sci-fi movie, using artificial intelligence to be popularized in 2033, to help people connected with each other. Even after death, you could video chat with family members. That was a new generation, the generation of the future. Nathan was a programmer. After sleeping with his girlfriend Ingrid, they was going to go home. But artificial intelligence had problems, causing his car to crash into a truck. When he woke up he was in the hospital, with his girlfriend. The doctor said, he was dying. Hearing this, Ingrid asked them to take him to Lakeview, a virtual place for the rich. Nathan could live there. Ingrid and her family were members of Horizon, a place that people felt knew by artificial intelligence, AI. Now, Nathan remembered the last time. Ingrid's father told him about Lakeview, and invited him to upload. The medical staff got the contract and gave Nathan to sign it. At first, he declined. Anyway, let the living person charge you, was a very shameful thing. And he thought he was fine. But Ingrid didn't really want him dead. So he agreed. When Nathan was taken into the operating room, the doctor turned on the machine. He didn't have time to say anything. The machine crushed your head. The rest of the body rolled onto the bed. His mother and girlfriend outside were terrified. Nathan died. He came to new life in Lakeview. This place simulated Victorian architecture, built in the classic style. The temperature of the four seasons could be changed, for everyone to enjoy as much as possible. Nathan was very surprised when Horizon Zone created a place like this. Everything was very comfortable, more than in his real world. There was a charge for food and drink. He didn't know life here, so it was a bit difficult. That day, Nathan went to the toilet. But strange was how he went. All could see the standard on the toilet bowl. After that, he was enjoying himself, so he was playing around a bit. He forgot that a waiter was looking at him.
Anyone else ever do this? Yes, sir.
Then Nathan went to the hotel cafeteria. There were all kinds of things here, a table with delicacies food. Spent money in Lakeview. They needed to have someone alive to charge you. The amount of electricity charged determined the person's quality of life. Moreover, dogs could speak human language here. Servs could also clone. All of this looked perfect and great. That day, he was walking in the park. He saw someone filming an advertisement. He asked, walking forward, "All heaven here?" The advertiser showed him a tall building on the map. But it was just a projected picture. Even the person was jumping into the lake. Because of the reduced frame rate, there was lag. Nathan was beginning to feel incomprehensible about the place. He left angrily. He didn't care he could disappear or not. Rushed into the data line. Nora was the customer service officer here. When she heard her client wanted to self-destruct, immediately ran to stop him. Nora explained everything to him. But she lived in reality. Also extremely boring. She had to go to work by train. Lived by money. Communication was on software. After work, she still had to worry about my father being sick. Going to work was criticized by colleagues. Her boss was laughing. Nora's company was empty at night. But computers were hacked. They wanted to erase Nathan's memory because of his suicide. So Nathan was scheduled for psychotherapy. The doctor gave him a dog to feed. His floor friend Nathan gave him the big dog. Said that that dog was very good. While Nathan was playing with the dog in the room. "Hey, hi Nathan." The dog was controlled by a psychiatrist. He arranged for Nathan a mission. He had to have 5 new friends. On Nora's side, she wanted to bring her father into Lakeview. But the boss said she was unworthy and disagreed. At this time, Nathan was looking for a friend. He saw a boy was Dylan. Dylan had lived in Lakeview for 6 years. But only in the blink of an eye. The boy fought with the gardener. Nathan watched it all went. He asked Nora why the boy was like that. Nora told him, because the boy was boring. So he changed his setting to gangster. Some people also changed their settings to private mode, then striptease. But privacy in this world was just a cover. Everyone's actions were being watched. After returning to the room, Nathan saw a rich old man. He remembered his mission was to find 5 people to make friends. So he said hello and came to talk to him. He said he was a programmer and were running a program with his friend. But when the old man asked him what the app name was, Nathan couldn't remember. But he said the program he did before allowed everyone to download it for free and entered their virtual world. Then the old man laughed and said, "So you were killed?" He ran into a company with annual income up to $600 billion without anyone killing you. That day, Nathan got Nora. Went to the lowest floor of Lakeview. This was the residence of people with only 2G. Each month they were only charged 2,000 units. They only read 5 pages of books for free. It would turn into black and white when they read up. Some people even had no clothes to wear. Just to save electricity. Nathan went upstairs. Even the real world was very different from the virtual world. But a lot of young people want to come here to find strange feelings. Dylan just woke up, he wanted to swim. A waiter hastily removed his shirt and put it on Dylan. The boy shouted to get everyone's attention. Nora saw that and then connected to Lakeview. It turned out that when Dylan got a tattoo, chromosome XY turned into XX. The boy changed his gender to a girl. Nathan's floor friend in Lakeview had just met a girl. But after only talking a few sentences, she left. Just because she knew he were a virtual person. The supermarket employee was sitting and checking the camera, and discovered Nathan's girlfriend was stealthily doing something in his car. It seemed Nathan died because of his girlfriend. But when she hadn't clearly investigated, then her car had a problem. It didn't listen to the operator. That crashed into the sea. Upload was the latest 2020 American sci-fi film. In the digital world of the future, could live again. Weather could be controlled with the push of a button. Even direct order. All the furniture you wanted. Although the topic was nothing new, but this movie added many new elements to the old script. Made it more attractive. But there was also a problem of whether or not, someday in the future, you will upload a new body. You will gradually get your own mindset. Or your consciousness in the virtual world will be higher than consciousness in reality. So what if there's a day like that? What will people do?